As we near the start of the college football season, it's time to preview the Sam Houston Bearkats. I'm Kendra Sheehan. Sam Houston won 21 games in 2021 between their FCS National Championship in the spring and finishing a perfect 5-0 in WAC play in the fall. The Bearkats made it to the quarterfinals of last year's FCS playoffs. For success like that, head coach Casey Keeler says it all comes down to the standard.
We're the winningest program in the state of Texas in Division I last decade. We're in the top 6 in the country in last decade in wins nationally, behind North Dakota State, Alabama, Oklahoma, Ohio State, and Clemson. That's rarefied air. So that's a standard that we're going to continue. So, not playing for anything next year, we're playing for something. We're playing for the standard.
Because the Bearkats are transitioning to the FBS level next year, which allows for more scholarships than the FCS, they are ineligible for a WAC championship or a national title. Coach Keeler says despite that, the team is locked in on the year.
When we come back in 10 years at our national championship reunion, there's going to be 30,000 students at Sam Houston. They're going to be playing big-time Division I football. And it's going to be on the backs of what this team did.
Last year's team and years before, several years before, they've all set, a tradition here, and that's winning, regardless of who we're playing. Regardless of the circumstances that may be happening, yes, we're not eligible, but we still have a goal, and that's to win at the end of the day.
During this transition to FBS, Sam Houston will have a whole lot of new Bearkats in the locker room.
Coach Parker's done an incredible job, our strength coach. He's really been pushing us, and a lot of the leaders on the team have stepped up. Roughly 50% of our team is newcomers, so there's a standard and there's a culture that needs to be maintained, and a lot of people have stepped up to that challenge, and I think we've done a great job, and we've been getting better every day, and that's the goal.
With all the new players we have seen very little with the transition from the standard that we had set last year and the standard that we have going on right now. Effort, all the little details of what you want in the summertime, those things are all being met.
After graduating former quarterback Eric Schmid, summer camp has been an all-out battle for that starting role, likely between returner Keegan Shoemaker and Georgia Tech transfer Jordan Yates.
Talking to Cody on the way down, because Cody, playing wide receiver, he's with those guys all the time. He goes, they're battling, and it's one does something, the other one does something just a little bit better, and then the other one does something a little bit better. So it's going to make us all better, and it's going to be interesting to see game one who's out there.
Among some of those players who graduated are the McCollum twins. Zion went in the 5th round of last year's NFL draft to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, while Tristan is now on the Houston Texans roster. Despite losing 2 great defensive pieces, Coach Keeler says he feels good about their unit.
I feel really good about how we've rebuilt the secondary. Losing the McCollum twins, those guys were special, but we feel really good about that. We have some pretty good guys on the defensive line that are coming back. But some guys are going to have to step up.
Sam Houston opens the season against SEC powerhouse and 6th-ranked Texas A&M on Saturday, September 3rd. That's an 11 a.m. Central Time kick on SEC Network Plus. For the WAC, I'm Kendra Sheehan.